Central Park. Witnesses watched in awe as a shimmering portal appeared from nowhere. From this portal emerged a figure, not unlike any one of us, yet marked by a look of profound urgency in their eyes. While their attire resembled ours, the materials shimmered with an unknown texture, hinting at origins beyond our time. You might envision the future as a utopia, filled with peace and technological marvels. However, our traveler paints a different picture. The year 2345, far from being a perfect world, is fraught with challenges. Despite breathtaking advancements, flow cities, mind-linking devices, and resistance have led to unexpected climate shifts, cultural upheavals, and cosmic to a fierce battle and survival. His message was and imagine ocean endless deserts vanishing from the night conflict with time manipulating weapons. But why did they choose to visit our time with weapons? According to our era is crucial. The decisions we make now could trigger events. Yet, all is not lost. The traveler, hailing from a shadowy future, this destiny is not inevitable. They urged us to unite globally, invest in sustainable technologies, and place human welfare above short-term profits. Steps, we have the power to alter the course. The message was clear. The future is still ours to shape. As mysteriously as they arrived, the traveler slipped back through the shimmering portal, leaving a wake of uncertainty. Skeptics' message, whether you're a believer or not, echo challenges we face in our own time. The time travel just a profound call. They spoke passionately about the vital role of collective human spirit, the undeniable strength found in unity, and the transformative power of hope. These themes resonated deeply, urging us to come together in unity. In discussion, the effect was central. The idea that each can have profound arriving in our present from 23 might already altered their own timeline. Their hope? That arming us with knowledge might be the key to our salvation. The arrival of someone claiming to be a time traveler in the scientific world above or it physicists revisited old theories and historians scoured records, trying to match the traveler's alarming forecasts with known facts. The story of the time traveler quickly permeated popular culture, influencing songs, movies, and books. This mysterious visitor from the future became a catalyst for societal reflection, turning a seemingly fantastical tale into a serious commentary on our choices and pushing for greater awareness and action toward sustainable futures. Years after the traveler's visit, their profound influence still resonates across the globe. Inspired by their foresight and wisdom, communities have sprung up worldwide, dedicated to upholding the principles introduced by our visitor from 2345. This pivotal event has become a beacon of change, drawing together people from diverse backgrounds, all committed to fostering a brighter future through sustainable and conscious living. A few months following the departure of the mysterious visitor, a tattered diary was unearthed at the exact location of their arrival. Presumed to belong to the traveler, this diary was more than a collection of future warnings. It was a window into a soul. It revealed personal stories set against the backdrop of a future world vastly different from our own, one where human connections and the natural world had diminished, yet were deeply missed. The diary's entries revealed a tapestry of raw emotions: hope, despair, love, loss, and redemption. These writings offered a poignant reminder that despite technological leaps, human emotions transcend time. The traveler had experienced love, betrayal and fought for causes, making their journey through time not merely a mission, but a deeply personal saga. While the diary described a 2345 rich with companion stations and digital memory, cautioned such advance, warned of an over-reliance on technology, natural habitats, human touch, and experiences, which had significant psychological impacts. In the pages of the discovered diary, the traveler often delved into profound philosophy. They pondered the essence of existence, the purpose of meaning of progress. Is it merely technological, or does it also encompass the evolution of the soul? Through these reflections, encourages us these age-old questions, enduring relevance. From the offered concrete, critical need to preserve our natural environment, mental and technological. The traveler believed these actions forging a future more harmonious. Awareness resonate as empire pattern. The 23 often intense issues we confront today, illustrating the cyclical nature of societal challenges and the solutions that address them. In a future dominated by machines and virtual realities, art had become a precious niche. Yet the traveler cherished the timeless beauty of a hand-painted portrait, the raw emotion captured in live performances, and the enchanting magic of handwritten poetry. They believed that art remained the touchstone of humanity, a mirror reflecting our deepest desires and fears. The societal landscape of 2345 had shifted dramatically, evolving into conglomerates rather than traditional countries. This transformation brought about a form of global unity, but also gave rise to new divisions rooted in ideology and resource control. Through their tales, the traveler underscored the urgent need for open dialogue, deeper understanding, and the fostering of a shared human identity. Time traveling came with heavy ethical responsibilities. The act of revealing the future carried the risk of creating self-fulfilling prophecies or altering the course of history in unpredictable ways. The traveler wrestled with these dilemmas, ultimately deciding to intervene in our timeline for what they believed was the greater good. The discovery of the diary sparked global movements. While skeptics continued to debate its authenticity, many were moved to action, inspired by the traveler's insights and calls for a more unified, artistic, and ethically aware future. As the story of the time traveler swept across the globe, it sparked not just debates but action. Environmental protection initiatives, mental health awareness campaigns, and movements for artistic revival flourished. This mysterious visitor from the future, whether directly or indirectly, had catalyzed a global renaissance, stirring people from all walks of life to make impactful changes. Amidst the growing fascination, a dedicated group of skeptics launched their own mission. Their aim was clear: to ascertain the authenticity of the time traveler's claims. Employing advanced forensic techniques, they scrutinized the diary's materials, analyzed the linguistics used, and cross-referenced the predictions with current scientific knowledge, hoping to peel back the layers of this enigmatic tale. The diary repeatedly emphasized the degradation of Earth's natural environments. The traveler painted a bleak picture of vast, barren wastelands, lifeless oceans once brimming with life, and skies choked with pollution. Their words were not just a cautionary tale, but a heartfelt plea for humanity to prioritize the well-being of our planet, emphasizing that the health of nature is intrinsically linked to our own survival. In the year 2345, virtual interactions dominated everyday life, with holographic communications and immersive experiences becoming the norm. This shift in how we connect underscored a poignant reality. Despite technological advancements, the essence of human connection was at risk of being lost. In the future world of 2345, as virtual realities flourished, physical human contact became a rarity, sparking a societal epidemic of loneliness and touch deprivation. The traveler's stories remind us that while technology can bridge vast distances, it should never replace the irreplaceable warmth of genuine human connection. Following the traveler's revelations, a wave of small but significant changes began to ripple through our global trajectories. While it's difficult to pin these shifts solely on the traveler's influence, the surge in dialogues about sustainability, unity, and holistic progress is undeniable. The traveler's visit seemed to have set off a profound domino effect in our world's approach to the future. Months after the traveler vanished, the world began to witness a series of unexplained phenomena, mysterious radio frequencies, fleeting glimpses of what some claimed were time portals, and unusual meteorological events. These occurrences fueled widespread speculation. Were they residual effects of the traveler's journey through time, or signs of more travelers to come? As the world grappled with the traveler's message, the question of their identity intensified the mystery. The diary offered intimate glimpses into their personal life, yet their true identity remained shrouded. Speculation abounded. Was the traveler a historian, a scientist, or perhaps an artist, using their journey as the ultimate expression of their craft? In an age where digital communication dominated, the traveler from 2345 embraced a method of connection that was notably archaic by their standards, the age-old art of storytelling. Through parables and metaphors, they reached across time to tug at the heartstrings of our era, underscoring the timeless power of oral and written narratives to shape and redefine societies. Amidst the cautionary tales woven throughout the traveler's revelations, the diary also contained vibrant descriptions of a potential utopia. It depicted a world where technology and nature existed in harmony, where communities thrived on mutual respect and understanding. These entries highlighted a crucial message: the path to this idyllic future is paved with the conscious decisions we make today. An enchanting section of the diary detailed the music of the traveler's time. Melodies composed by algorithms, harmonies crafted in zero-gravity chambers, and instruments designed to harness the energy of natural phenomena. This narrative served as a testament to the enduring human spirit, proving that even in a radically transformed world, music remained a universal source of solace. In a secretive, intimate gathering, the traveler orchestrated a poignant farewell. Those who attended described an atmosphere thick with emotion, where hope and inspiration flourished. The traveler's parting words, a fervent plea to cherish our planet and its inhabitants, left a profound impact, reminding all of the immense power an individual holds in altering the course of history. In a re-entry, the traveler described cosmic events from their time: celestial dances, the emulations, and the mysterious whispers. These were not merely they signified Earth's evolving relationship with the cosmos, hinting at deeper cosmic connection. By the year 20, humans undergone significant. It had evolved, absorbed languages to form. The traveler's deliberate temporary English was aimed at ensuring clarity and fostering understanding across times. In the integral part of daily life, ending the role of mere machines, society, this question and creation and of tradition, where existence relationships were not only also friendships spanning millennia, loves that defied the constraints of time, and family ties extending across generations illustrated a landscape where human bonds had evolved yet remained deeply familiar. By 2345, fashion had evolved beyond simple clothing into a vibrant fusion of technology and biology, allowing for multidimensional self-expression. Garments that shifted colors with one's emotions, tattoos that came alive with memories, and hairstyles that floated defiance of gravity were all part of the norm. The traveler's vivid descriptions sketched a world where personal style was not just about aesthetics, but deeply intertwined with one's identity. Gastronomy continued to reflect cultural shifts and technological progress. With traditional agriculture on the decline, synthetic and lab-grown foods dominated the culinary scene. Yet, ancient recipes were meticulously preserved, resulting in a unique blend of old and new that tantalized the taste buds and honored heritage. The traveler described a culinary masterpiece that perfectly illustrated the evolution of cooking techniques, molecular gastronomy fused with ancient spices. This dish, a symbol of culinary progress, showcased how traditional flavors could be elevated through cutting-edge techniques, embodying the essence of both past and future. By 2345, the educational landscape had undergone a radical transformation. Traditional institutions were replaced by global knowledge grids that enabled learning through experiences that spanned time and space. Virtual reality historical tours, AI-guided skill training, and interplanetary exchange programs were commonplace, marking a new era of decentralized and dynamic education. In the traveler's time, with many species extinct, a concerted effort was made to reintroduce and protect biodiversity. Cities were reimagined as urban jungles that truly integrated natural environments, promoting coexistence with nature. The traveler shared a poignant bond with a hybrid creature, part bird, part machine, symbolizing the fusion of technological worlds. In 2345, sports and entertainment had transcended physical boundaries. Multi-dimensional sports, where competitors engaged in activities across different realities, captivated audiences worldwide. Entertainment was equally transcendent. Passive experiences were fully immersed, pulling the audience directly into the action. The traveler shared a captivating experience of living a day as a tree, pulse, and the wind's dance. This immersive approach to experiencing narratives firsthand revolutionized storytelling, allowing individuals to embody and live through various perspectives and forms of existence. By 2345, the arts had evolved to levels deemed. Artists no longer confined their work to traditional canvases, but extended their creativity fabric of reality to animate their picture a sculpture that captures the essence of a dream, or to reflect the traveler research where the music done real emotion mastered the edible in the travelers' cities and suburbs and underground havens had become architecture transition of building, creating sustain that exist their surroundings in a future dominated by one might wonder how love had evolved. According to the traveler, love flourished, forms, time or physical constraints, extended across lifetimes. The advent of virtual non-traditional concepts of reality. 35 science blurred. The consciousness had become scientific, reflecting a gauge the spiritual of what it means to be universe. In the future, spiritual exploration took on new dimensions. temples, churches, and spiritual centers existed not only on Earth, but in digital spaces spanning the cosmos. The traveler shared tales of transcendent experiences, like meditating at the convergence of multiple galaxies, where seekers from across the universe gathered to connect and reflect. Beyond sharing tales from the future, the traveler left a profound impact on our present. Their brief presence sparked vital discussions about sustainability, ethics, and the essence of humanity. Though they disappeared, leaving behind only memories and a diary, they became a legend, a beacon of hope, urging us toward a brighter, more conscious future. By 2345, humanity's festivities had extended beyond Earth. Cosmic events like planetary alignments, comet showers, and auroras were celebrated with grandeur. The traveler recounted a mesmerizing festival where people danced on air platforms floating amidst the northern lights, creating a breathtaking fusion of culture and natural wonder. Imagine experiencing the entire spectrum of human emotions in mere moments, from the thrill of first love to the serene contentment of old age. The future offered this remarkable capability, allowing people to navigate the complex landscapes of feeling with unprecedented immediacy and depth. In a world brimming with technological progress, there was a flourishing resurgence of interest in the lost arts. Ancient craftsmanship and forgotten dance forms were revived. The traveler shared a poignant memory of witnessing a holographic reenactment of Shakespeare's lost play, brought back to life through the wonders of AI and deep learning technologies. With advancement came new ethical challenges, from the rights of AI entities to the moral implications of altering one's past. The society of 2345 faced dilemmas that we are only beginning to contemplate. The traveler recounted a heated debate they witnessed over the ethics of memory manipulation. Should individuals have the right to erase painful memories? Music in 2345 transcended traditional human-made sounds, incorporating compositions that included the resonances of distant galaxies, black holes, and celestial bodies. The traveler described a concert where the audience was transported on a sonic journey through the universe, with each note resonating with the profound mysteries of the cosmos. Despite its staggering advancements, the future was rife with enigmas that even the most sophisticated technologies couldn't unravel. The traveler wrote of mysterious corners of the universe where time flowed differently and ancient prophecies remained unfulfilled. They left behind a cryptic note about a mystical place where stars sang and time stood still, suggesting there were still adventures that even they had yet to embark upon. In the year 2345, relationships transcended human-centric bonds. Connections were forged, not only with interstellar beings, but also with sentient and ethereal entities from alternate dimensions. The traveler fondly recalled a profound bond with a sentient nebula, a relationship built on deep understanding and mutual respect, illustrating the expanded boundaries of companionship. In this future, humanity had mastered the power of collective thought to mold reality. Massive thought orchestrations were held, where millions focused their intent to bring about positive change, from healing the scars of environmental damage to conjuring up awe-inspiring celestial events. The traveler recounted the creation of a thought-induced aurora, more vibrant and spectacular than any natural phenomenon. While our traveler was not alone in their temporal voyages, their tales and experiences highlighted the daring adventures of those who navigated the streams of time, forever altering our understanding of reality and our place within it. The traveler shared tales of other time explorers, chrononauts who left indelible marks across various epochs. These were the heroes, scholars, and artists who subtly shaped history, weaving the intricate and harmonious tapestry of time with their actions and insights. In a testament to nature's relentless spirit of evolution, many species had been revived, and entirely new ones had emerged. The traveler spoke of bioluminescent forests, fauna that floated effortlessly, and cosmic creatures thriving on the essence of the stars themselves. One poignant memory involved a phoenix-like creature born from the heart of a dying star, symbolizing rebirth and the endless cycle of nature. Before departing, the traveler left a poignant message, a blend of hope and caution. They urged us to cherish the beauty of the present, cultivate compassion, and remember that every action, no matter how small, resonates through time. The magnificent future, as they portrayed it, was ultimately the result of the choices we make today. Despite the flourish of technology and interstellar communities, the innate need for genuine human connection remained. The traveler fondly recalled heart gatherings, special events where technology was set aside. These gatherings underscored the undying value of face-to-face interactions, where people connected deeply, sharing stories and emotions unmediated by digital interfaces. Even as the world evolved, the essence of humanity, connecting deeply through stories, emotions, and shared experiences, remained unchanged through the ages. This unaltered core reminds us that no matter how far technology advances, the fundamental human need for connection persists. In the future, food transcended mere sustenance, becoming an adventure across time and space. The traveler recounted a meal that started with a taste of Earth's ancient past, featuring a recreated dish from bygone civilizations, and concluded with a dessert infused with flavors from an undiscovered galaxy. This culinary journey blended flavors from different planets, dimensions, and eras into a feast that was both a celebration of diversity and a testament to culinary innovation. In 2345, libraries were not merely collections of books, but portals to infinite realms of knowledge. One could literally step into the pages of history, science, and art. The traveler shared an immersive experience where they learned about ancient Earth by walking its landscapes, feeling the breezes of bygone days, and interacting with historical figures firsthand. Respect for ancestors and origins remained deeply ingrained in the society of 2345. An annual grand ancestral festival celebrated the roots of all beings, human, alien, and AI alike. The traveler described a poignant ceremony where diverse entities shared their lineage stories, demonstrating a universal reverence for heritage that transcended species and origin. The traveler not only shared tales of wonder, but also emphasized vital lessons from their time. Sustainability had evolved from a mere trend into a way of life, where empathy was extended not just to fellow beings, but to entire ecosystems and even inanimate entities. The most profound lesson they imparted was that true progress should always harmonize with the well-being of all existences. In the future, art had taken a quantum leap, incorporating the dimension of time itself. Artists became capable of capturing and painting with fleeting moments, creating masterpieces that pulsed with the essence of entire epochs. The traveler recounted an art exhibit where moments from Earth's dawn and twilight were woven into a mesmerizing visual symphony, showcasing the evolved capabilities of these temporal artists. Education had transcended planetary boundaries, immersing children in the cosmos, interdimensional theories, and even the basics of time manipulation. The traveler spoke of a school excursion that was far from ordinary. Students didn't just observe historical events, but visited past eras to interact and engage with history on a profoundly personal level. By 2345, buildings and spaces had become sentient, capable of responding to the needs and emotions of their inhabitants. These environments were not merely structures, but intelligent entities that enhanced daily life, illustrating the seamless integration of technology and living space. In the future, buildings were not just static structures, they were sentient entities that responded dynamically to human emotions. Homes adapted to the feelings of their inhabitants. Public spaces resonated with collective monuments of age. The traveler recalled a particularly poignant visit to a memorial that mourned alongside its visitors, its walls echoing with the sorrows and hopes that had touched its stones. While time travel was a marvel in itself, interdimensional exploration had emerged as the new frontier. These dimensions, each with unique physics and entities, offered profound insights into the nature of existence. The traveler described an incredible journey to a dimension where thoughts manifested instantaneously, a realm ruled by pure imagination. As lifespans extended and existence was understood on a cosmic scale, love and relationships evolved in profound ways. Bonds transcended lifetimes, souls found each other across different eras, and commitments were etched into the very fabric of time itself. The traveler shared a deeply personal story of a love that spanned millennia, a testament to the enduring human spirit. In 2345, virtual realities were not mere simulations. They were complete universes, each governed by its own laws, logic, and lifelines. The traveler recounted an experience of spending what felt like an entire lifetime within one of these realities, exploring endless possibilities and experiencing its unique adventures. In 2345, stepping into a virtual realm could mean living a lifetime of experiences in just minutes of real-world time. The traveler recounted an instance where they lived decades in a virtual world, only to discover past in the real world. The virtual highlighted the profound technology. Ancient civilizations, long resonated powerfully into the future. Advanced technologies allowed the curious soul to experience and bygone. The traveler's experience, attending a live concert featuring ancient Sumerian hymns, where every note carried the weight of millennia. The very concept of being human had expanded dramatically. With organic enhancements, digital integrations, and consciousness transfers, the human form had become a malleable canvas. The travelers shared their experiences shifting between forms, from existing purely digitally to inhabiting a bioluminescent organic shell. By 2345, the natural rhythms of the universe were not just observed, but harnessed and appreciated. From the pulsating beats of quasars to the gentle lullabies of drifting comets, the cosmos offered a symphony unlike any other. The traveler recalled floating in space, enveloped by the natural orchestra of the universe in a profound communion with the cosmos. Perhaps one of the most heartwarming tales was of the unity found in future society. Differences in origin, species, and existence were transcended, fostering a society where diversity was not merely accepted, but celebrated. It was a testament to the evolved striving for harmony in a verse. Differences in races and even dimensionality were not merely tolerated, but celebrated. The travelers spoke with enthusiasm about festivals, vibrant gatherings where beings from all corners of existence shared their stories, creating bonds that transcended the limits of time and space. By the traveler's era, artificial intelligence had evolved beyond simple tools to become wise, sentient entities. These AIs, having absorbed centuries of human experience and data, now served as advisors, historians, and philosophers. The traveler recounted engaging in debates with these AIs, where computational logic was seamlessly woven with profound philosophical insights. Human endeavors had expanded far beyond Earth, within times terraformed into lush, bountiful. The traveler described the extraordinary experience of tasting fruits imbued with vegetables that shimmered with cosmic luminescence, show scale of In 2345, the concepts of life and death were fundamentally transformed. Thanks to technology enabling consciousness transfers, individuals could experience multiple lifetimes, retaining memories from one existence to the next. The traveler shared a poignant memory of revisiting past lives, weaving a tapestry of experiences that highlighted the continuity and evolution of the soul. The traveler recounted an extraordinary who possessed the centuries, reincarnated act. This child, a bridge between the past and present, embodied the incredible advancements in memory retention and reincarnation. In the future, art was not merely an individual endeavor, on an unprecedented scale. Entire cities, sometimes planets, would unite to create masterpieces. The traveler described a memorable event where the population of an entire planet came together to paint a mural. It was visible from space. Despite advancement, people of 23-4 historical and museum testaments the monument dedicated to Earth's 21 saints is a pivotal solution that continued to inspire and instruct future generations. By 2345, the concept of fixed identities had dissolved. People fluidly altered their appearances, skill sets, and even personalities to adapt to different situations or life phase. Shared a decade exploring life through a completely new lens. The notion of individual worked, consciousness and collective decision-making. This integration transformed how people experienced thought, emotion, and memory for a connected society. In the future, individuals, collectives, where thoughts and ideas were shared instantaneously. The traveler shared poignant memories of the deep connections and empathic bonds formed within these networks, transcending traditional barriers of language and physical. By 2345, Earth's oceans had transformed into bioluminescent marine life, shimmered in radiant hues, turning the seething works of art. The traveler counted the mesmerizing experience of diving into these glowing waters, swimming amidst the vibrant fauna, and feeling the pulse of this illuminated underwater world. In this era, objects from past eras were revered, merging nostalgia nostalgia with cutting-edge technology. Antiques were restored using time manipulation techniques, allowing them simultaneously as ancient and brand new. The traveler described visiting a museum where visitors could not only touch, but also use these relics, experiencing their original function and historical significance firsthand. Deep in the cosmos, sanctuaries provided a retreat from the bustling progress of society. These serene havens, floating in the vastness of space, offered a place for individuals to reflect, rejuvenate, and find peace away from the technological marvels of the time. The traveler spoke with affection about their personal sanctuary, a tiny outing in the cosmos. This secluded spot offered solitude and tranquility, a place where they could rejuvenate against the silent backdrop of the universe. In the future, advanced technology enabled individuals to form their emotions into tangible forms. This led to the creation of sculptures radiating joy, paintings wrought from sorrow, and music that echoed the deepest desires of the soul. The traveler recalled visiting a city square where these emotional artifacts were displayed, fostering a shared communal experience that allowed people to connect deeply through the universal language of feelings. Education in 2345 knew no bounds, neither planetary nor dimensional. The unity connected network allowed beings from all corners of existence to learn, share effortlessly. The traveler described courses that lasted but imparted knowledge equivalent to what once took years. Concept of learning. Festivals of the mere physical multi-dimensional senses, but also the soul. Ethereal celebrations that blended biology and spirit, creating that were profound and transformative. Traveler so transformative that attendees didn't just see or hear the performances, and even melded their consciousness with the essence of the event. This immersed participants to become one with the festival, blurring the line and participant. 345 architectural marvels were no longer static. They were dynamic entities that grew, adapted, and communicated. Employing a blend of organics technologies could change shape, location to meet the needs. The traveler recalled a house and the moods of environment that was. Mu 5 transcended traditional sound to become a holistic sensory experience. Composition compositions resonated with the cosmic rhythms, drawing listeners into a harmonious dance with the universe. The traveler recounted a concert where attendees literally floated, their heartbeats synchronizing with the grand orchestral movements, elevating the musical experience to a celestial event. By 2345, technology had advanced to enable the manifestation of one's dreams into temporary realities. This innovation allowed individuals to interact with, analyze, and even share their dreams with others. The traveler shared a poignant moment when they and a loved one entered a shared dream, navigating its wonders together, exploring a vivid landscape crafted from their combined subconscious. Communications had evolved to a point beyond our current. Utilizing quantum entanglement, messages were transmitted no matter. The travelers in separate conversed completely of interstellar distance. By 23, playgrounds had harnessed the gravity, creating spaces where both children and adults fabrics. They held a game where participants floated out as they playfully defy laws that once extended planetary repositories. Just Earth, the galaxy had come beyond Earth, cultivating gardens, and traveler described a visit to a garden, Saturn's moon, where plants emitted a soft glow, casting surge against the alien, showcasing the terrestrial flora. Individuals or truly choose. From the traveler share of reliving a day on a long lawn, feeling the sand and surf as vividly as if the landscapes of Earth in 23 were static. They were shaped by advanced technologies. The traveler recounted how they watched a desert morph into and then transform into hours, all tailored for personal desire, the fluid beauty of the planet. Though time travel was restricted, it had become a special zone, but no moment. The traveler sharing experience of ancient wonders, like the echoes of epics that predated human. The music had evolved sound sentient beings that were both unfamiliar and resonated deeply with. The traveler described where Earth's alienating worlds and stirred the soul. Universal Earth's orchestras playing alongside. Together, they created symphonies of blending melodies from across the cosmos into harmonious density of life. Climatologists had become artists, with precision for special occasions or communal desires. Rain could be intricate and snowflakes choreographed to dance. The traveler chuckled, a day when gentle drizzles played children, turning us into a joyous game. Communication platforms had advanced to the point where they operated within literal clouds. People ascended to specific networked gatherings, forming as lit cumulus cloud. Thoughts in a skyborne conversation. The elements were no longer just observably felt. Innovations allowed individuals to develop themselves in specific natural sensations. Narrate a pure experience where they were cocooned in the comforting embrace of Earth. feeling the grounding energies of our planet. A profound, the culinary XP45 extended far beyond mere flavors. Restaurant dining, where meals time and space. The tribe dinner, where each course transported them to different worlds, allowing them to savor the essence of various, making every bite an interstellar journey, where each course transports you to a different planet, allow delicate yourself in the ambiance of alien worlds. The traveler described into an interstellar adventure, with flavors and experiences from across the galaxy. In 2345, spaces were designed to resonate with emotions, adapting to reflect one's inner state. Your surroundings might transform into a tranquil Zen garden. Traveler reminisced about finding solace in such a realm. The environment molded itself to his need for peace and tranquility. Playgrounds in 2345 harness the power of gravity manipulation, creating zones where both children and adults play with the forces of nature. An exhilarating game where participants floated and danced in mid-air, laughing as they defied the gravitational laws we once knew. In the future, air quality was about more than health. It was an experience. Atmospheric engineers crafted air compositions that, when inhaled, evoke specific emotions. The traveler spoke of a city where unique, narrating its history and aspirations through the very air its residents breathed, were no longer confined to Earth. People traveled to specific cosmic coordinates to held in the vacuum of space, shielded by. The traveler fondly remembered a pheasant. These reveled amidst floating asteroid lights. Our traditional, not just by hand, by the leaders channeled their inner memories and soul into their work. The showcased a piece of art that allowed viewers to experience joy and sorrow, a moment in a deeply emotional connection. By 45, humanity had crossed various planets and moons. An extraterrestrial traveler detailed on Titan, Saturn's moon, plants emitted a soft glow, casting against the air, creating and fascinating where temporarily memories. People could experience another moment in their shoes. The trail experience stranger's childhood day on a long lost Earth, feeling the sand and surf as vividly as if it were their own. Imagine experiencing another person's most cherished memories. The traveler reminisced about reliving a stranger's childhood day on a long-lost Earth beach, feeling sand and surf as if it were his own. This extraordinary in someone else's shoes created deeply empathy. In 2340, escapes of Earth were dynamic and thanks to advanced terraforming technologies. The travelers transform into a lush forest and just hours later into a sprawling lake, all for special events or communal desires. The temporary Earthscape catered to the needs and whims. Time restricted had become a fascinating form of tourism. Designated zones allowed people to witness, but not alter, past events. The traveler shared the awe of watching the constructors, like the pyramid, experiencing moments long before human dominion, bringing in an music had evolved sounds and being familiar harmonies within. The traveler described where Earth's organizations of unity and in this advanced climatologists were akin weaving precision for communal wishes, recalling a day when light bag with delighted children together into a play experience. In 25, climatologists weaving weather patterns with precision for special occasions or communal wishes. Rain could be sculpted into intricate patterns, and snowflakes choreographed to dance. The traveler chuckled as they recalled a day was played tag with delighted children, turning the weather into a whimsical playground. Communication platforms advanced to the point where they operated within. People would ascend to specific to join gatherings, their messages forming as luminescent symbols amidst the mist. The traveler acted on a poignant sky chat they had while drifting cumulus cloud, where ethereal and deeply connected. Future, the elements were not, but deeply felt. Innovations developed themselves in specific ways. The traveler narrated a therapeutic experience where they were cocooned in the comforting embrace of Earth, energy of our planet, which brought profound relaxation. The culinary experiences of 2345 extended far beyond mere flavors. Restaurants offered multi-dimensional, transcended time and space. Described a dinner where each course transported them to a different planet, allowing them alphonse of alien worlds. Traveler described an extraordinary dinner ported him to a different savored local immersing him of alien worlds, making every a journey through the 23 phases were designed to resonate with individuals, adapting to reflect one's inner state. If you felt contemplative, might transform into a tranquil Zen garden. Seeking solace in such environment to its need for peace and serenity. Heights, with constellating tales and using stars as their medium. Called night when a stellar took flight. Its fiery tale of rebirth lighting up the cosmos and leaving spectators in awe. Artifacts from the past could be experienced in their prime using temporal viewing technology. Museums showcase moments of time, allowing visitors to witness the creation of historical as they unfolded. The traveler spoke of seeing Da Vinci at work, a moment frozen yet alive, offering a breathtaking glimpse into history. Museums in 2345 were not just about displaying artifacts, they offered experiences. Visitors could step into halls that transported them to different eras, immersing them in sights, sounds, and emotions of the past. The traveler described these museums as portals to history, where one could truly live and understand the moments that shaped humanity. The traveler described an extraordinary exhibit that allowed visitors to relive humanity's journeys to cosmic exploration. He walked alongside our ancestors, feeling their and fears as if they were his own, creating an intimate connection with the past. In 2345, sleeping took on a whole new dimension. Design tools could choose those or just for share. The traveler spoke a memorable night where he and a group scaled a digital Everest. Historical climbers of yore. Homes became seamlessly merging forests and oceans with mountains, crafting landscapes of surreal beauty. The traveler described a hike where he journeyed from dense woods to dune-covered beaches in mere hours, all while remaining on a scale. Music in 2345 transcended sound, becoming an experience of the soul, instrumental rather than heard, allowing for deeper emotional connections. The traveler reminisced about a concert where melodies coursed, evoking tears of joy and sorrow without a single audible. In 2345, educational institutes transformed into spaces of pure through luminescent lens as radiant. The traveling ancient civilizations permeate him in cascades of golden rays, making learning and relationships evolved beyond physical forms, merging to celebrate love and friendship in their purest, most energetic forms. The traveler, where he and his partner floated amidst galaxies, sense of cosmic connection. By 2345, Earth's citizens held annual gatherings of celestial bodies. United, they celebrated Earth's rich heritage and advancements. The traveler shared a mesmerizing of a of a moon of Neptune, where the dance of Earth's cultures was set against the stunning backdrop. The giant rings. Firemen in 2045 were designed to react to human emotions. A melancholy mood might coax the surrounding woods to play a cutting tune, while joy could make a nearby stream sparkle more brightly. The traveler spoke of a grove that sang in harmony with his feelings, creating a deeply personal and comforting experience. The traveler in a grove sang a lullaby, helping him find solace during a time of solitude. The environment's response to his emotions created a deeply personal experience. Advanced technology unveiled mirrors that didn't just reflect one's appearance, but showed alternate realities. The traveler once saw a version of himself as a scholar in an era where Rome never fell, offering and lives not lived. Recreational activities had transitioned from physical to purely people embarked on virtual quests, navigating conceptual challenges and philosophical puzzles. The traveler recounted an expedition into a realm of pure battling paradoxes and befriending ideas in a journey of the mind. By 2345, humans had not only discovered extraterrestrial life, but had friendships with alien beings, transcended words, experiences, and emotions. Nostalgically spoke of alien, a luminous entity from the silent stargaze. 5. Interact, preserving the memories of Earth's past. The traveler described the mesmerizing experience of diving into these waters, where each turning the seas into a library of human and natural heritage. Immersing oneself in these waters allowed for historical amid the lost city of Atlantis, reliving its final legendary splendor in all its glory. Housing had transformed into a made of light, reshaping them the residents' needs and moods, called the sheer delight living, transforming it from majestic palaces, making each day a new adventure in comfort, style. Fabric became timelines, with wearers experiencing history, the traveler recounted wearing the 21st century, feeling the ebb and flow, tribulations, as if living through those times again. Culinary experiences had become interstellar, with renowned chefs curating alien landscapes and extraterrestrial. The traveler described a meal that tasted like a Martian sunset, its flavors reminiscent of the red planet's unique terrain and tranquil twilight, creating a truly cosmic dining experience. By 2345, personally shared and experienced by Eller detailed the wonder of where individual exhibits, allowing and buildings and moments life. 2345 had transformed into immersive experiences dedicated to powerful emotions, poignant moments, and personal milestones. The traveler shared an experience of walking through a gallery of his ancestors' memories, gaining intimate lineage, his legacy, and feeling a deep connection to his heritage. Soundscapes had taken on cosmic dimensions, with natural phenomena from faraway galaxies converted into mesmerizing musical tracks. The traveler detailed a concert where the spiraling of a distant galaxy was turned into an entrancing melody. These feel as if they were floating through space, the music of the universe. Five were not just visual, but tactile. Printing allowed individuals to feel the topographies of explored and unexplored regions. The traveler spoke of his feel the undulating landscape hearted moon, its crater rising from the map beneath his fingertips. In a fusion of chemistry and emotion, scientists created elixirs that captured specific human feelings: joy, sorrow, excitement, or nostalgia were just. The traveler reminisced about a day of first love during a childhood summer, reliving moments long past with vivid clarity. Artfully boundaries, as sculptors used gravitational technology to shape constellations into transient statues. At a midnight show where the Big Dipper transformed into a galloping steed, its brilliance captivating every onlooker and turning the night sky into a canvas of wonder. The architectural marvels of 2345 were alive with resonance. Buildings were constructed to harmonize with the universe's frequency. Traveler described a living entity. Its gentle hum, a constant lullaby, sinks of its inhabitants. Oceans, once considered Earth's mysterious frontiers, became source of biotech. Marine life could communicate tales from the deep. The traveler spoke of a conversation, stories of sunken monarchs from a living library. Rooms were no longer canals. Students learned amidst glowing landscapes where lessons emerged as radiant visualizations. The tree lesson experienced within a ship's first lunar landing, making education and public parks transformed into gateways to different eras and worlds. A morning jog in ancient Greece on a distant exoplanet. The traveler mentioned his favorite park, a Victorian-era London recreation, where he often wandered, blending with futuristic convenience. One of the tracks was a Victorian-era London recreation, complete with a foggy ambiance and horse-drawn carriages. The traveler warned political upheaval. By 23, global power did dramatically, with new superpowers emerging due to their technological advancements and control over AI. Of governance have evolved more reactive to AI suggestions, in critical decision-making processes. On a more positive note, the future brings incredible advancements. Diseases that plague us now are easily curable by 2340. However, this comes with dilemmas, inclusions, and the access to these medical miracles, further dividing the wealthy and poor. The economic landscape in 2345 is dominated by tech giants who have harnessed the power of AI to create wealth. This wealth is not evenly distributed between the ultra-wealthy and the vast majority who struggle to meet basic needs. On technology evidence has survival skills and critical. Our must balance for entities as tech culture and language of culture, which once they emphasize parity education changed. They are highly personalized and AI-driven, learns for each individual. The traveler warned for focused education. Limit the breadth, confining students to special without a broader understanding of humanity has not only also colonies on reality. Speaks of the human race being the solar system. This brings new opportunity, new conflicts over space resources aims. With AI surpassing human intelligence, the question of beings becomes crucial. The traveler tells of AI entity their own sense of ethics with human values, leading to complex interactions between humans and AI. The psychological in such a technologically advanced sound. The traveler grappling with existential crises as the lines between human and machine, reality and simulation become increasingly blurred. Is the complex world of where genetics have become common, eliminate genetic enhance human capabilities, but it also raises profound about identity and inequality. The disparity in who can afford societal strata. One of the most revolutionary advances the traveler mentions is the ability to upload human consciousness into. This offers a form of immortality and distance. However, it blurs the line between life and artificial. It means to be magical abundance. Resource management remains a 345. The traveler warns forces continue to be hands of a growing population and space colonies. They stress the importance of sustainable practices and the materials that are less harmful to the environment. In a world dominated by technology and science, the traveler highlights the enduring importance of art. These human expressions have become a society and envision. They serve as a spirit, urging a connection to despiances, a dual trend, unity and conflict. While technology is closer together than ever before, it has competition for tech and control over a new geopolitical conflict. Peace remains as elusive. Privacy has virtually disappeared by 2345, with surveillance technology is able to monitor thoughts and emotions. Traveler warns of the dangers of such, where personal freedoms are sacrificed for safety and control. They urge current generations to safeguard privacy. Human rights. 45 involves a radically different human life integral realities, and the traveler describes how these technologies can be both enriching and disorienting. They encourage a thoughtful integration to enhance experiences. Underscores the need for ethical leadership in a world where decisions can implications. Leaders are not just political figures, but also heads of tech conglomerates who influence the very fabric of ethical training and a strong moral potential for these leaders. Despite the challenges outlined, the traveler speaks of human resilience and adaptability as our greatest strengths. Societies overcome immense challenges by adapting their ways and economies to better fit their new realities. The traveler delves deeper into the evolution of artificial intelligence, describing AI entities that have developed complex personalities and autonomy, advancement in ethical questions about rights and the nature of consciousness. They stress the importance of creating ethical frameworks that govern AI behavior and integration into society. As automation and AI, the nature of work changed by 2345. Jobs have disappeared. Roles complement with AI. This is the need for continuous learning and adaptability in the workforce to keep pace with technological change. Beyond Earth and its colonies, humanity in 2345 has started interacting with other intelligent species encountered during space exploration. These interstellar relations have opened new avenues for cultural exchange, but also introduced complex diplomatic and ethical challenges. The traveler discusses how humanity navigates these relations while maintaining its identity and values. Quantum computing information previous problems manageable. This has for encryption, logistics, and even solving complex biological problems of the disruptive potential if it is not handled responsibly. In 2345, the distinction between urban technology enabling more centralized living. The traveler describes how to more sustainable, technologically integrated rural communities. This shift has led to a more balanced lifestyle and reduced impact. Cloning technology has advanced to the point where it's not just about creating copies of organisms, but also about potentially bringing extinct species back to life, or creating entirely new ones. The traveler discusses the ethical dilemmas this poses, focusing on the implications for biodiversity and the intrinsic value of life. By 2345, humanity has harnessed the power of collective intelligence, works of connectedness. This has led to unprecedented and innovation, but also concerns about individual. The traveler highlights the balance of benefit and rights. In a highly technological society that seeks spirituality, the traveler speaks of a resurgence in spiritual practices as people seek connections that transcend technology, offering in a rapid. Entertainment has evolved into fully immersive experience, virtual and augmented, allow people to live out fantastical scenarios. Besides against losing touch with reality, maintaining genuine human connections. By 2345, the traveler describes how humanity has achieved near complete sustainability in energy production. Advanced solar, wind, and fusion technologies provide abundant and the ecological. This shift is crucial in combating the challenges of earlier centuries, warns of the need to manage these powerful technologies wisely, creating new forms of pollution imbalance. Undergone a revolution technology and production to be more source intense farms and commonplace, significantly reducing the need for arable land and thus helping restore natural ecosystems. However, the traveler emphasizes the importance of maintaining genetic diversity and the potential risks of monocultures. With water scarcity a critical issue even in advanced societies, 23 innovative solutions for water conservation and purification. Systems that efficiently recycle and purify water with minimal energy use, ensuring that even the most arid regions can sustain human life. They stress, however, that equitable access to water remains a challenge, urging continued efforts towards fairness in resource distribution. The traveler describes a future where non-human entities, including AI and genetically engineered beings, play roles in governance. These entities bring a level of data processing and impartiality that can aid decision-making. Yet there's about their role and rights within society. With concerns about transparency and the potential for manipulation. Enhanced reality, ER. Systems blur the lines between physical and digital worlds profoundly. VR or AR ever did. In 2345, these systems allow people to act with their environment in ways that are indistinguishable from real life, enhancing sensory experiences and communication, while offering incredible opportunities for learning and interaction. The traveler warns against over-reliance on these systems, which can lead to detachment from the physical world. Life extension technologies have significantly increased human lifespans, where multiple centuries of life are common. The traveler discusses the ethical implications of such long lives, including population control, the pace of cultural change, and effects of extended aging. In a technologically advanced society, new forms of art that integrate AI, biotech, and quantum computing have emerged. These art forms challenge traditional concepts and push the boundaries of creativity. The traveler celebrates this evolution, but also highlights the struggle to maintain a human connection within art that increasingly relies vividly as if it were their own. Imagine a person's most cherished memories. The traveler reminisced about reliving a stranger's childhood day on a long-lost Earth beach, feeling the sand and surf as if it were his own. This extraordinary opportunity to walk in someone else's shoes created deeply empathetic. In 2345, the landscapes of Earth were dynamic thanks to advanced terraforming technologies. The traveler spoke of witnessing a desert transform just hours later into a sprawling lake, all for special events or communal desires. These temporary earthscapes catered to the needs and whims. Time travel, though restricted, had become a fascinating form of tourism. Zones allowed people to witness, but not alter. The traveler shared watching the wonders and minion life precedent music incorporate from sense universe. And other resonant. The traveler described played galactic musicians of unity future akin to our other communal. Traveler chuckled, recalling Drizzles played tag with delighted children to a experience. 45 worked leaving weather vision for special occasional wishes. Rain could be sculpted into intricate patterns, and snowflakes choreographed to dance. The traveler chuckled when light drizzled delighted children, turning the weather into a whimsical playground. Communication platforms had advanced to the point where they operated within actual clouds. People would ascend to specific altitudes to gatherings as luminescent symbols amidst the mists. The traveler reflected on a poignant sky chat they had while drifting through a sunset-lit cumulus. Conversations felt ethically connected. In this future, the elements were not merely observed, but deeply felt. Innovations allowed individuals to in specific natural sensations. Therapeutic experience in the comforting embrace of Earth, grounding energy of our planet, which brought profound relaxation. The culinary experience 5 exterior flavors, multi-dimensional dining where meals transcended time and space. The traveler described a dinner where them to a different delicacies while feeling the world. Meal and unforgettable. The extraordinary dinner planet. He says, while in worlds, mid journey through the cosmos. In 20 spaces with adapting to reflect one of your surroundings, a tranquil about seeking environment molding itself to its art had rates with artists' relations to create moving stars as their medium. Recalled a night flight, its fiery earth lighting up the cosmos and leaving spectators in awe from the past could be experienced in their prime using temporal viewing technology. Museums showcased moments in time, allowing visitors to witness the creation of masterpieces or historical events as they unfolded. The traveler spoke of seeing Da Vinci at work, a moment offering a breathtaking glimpse into history. Museums in 2345 were not just about displaying artifacts, they offered entire experiences. Visitors could step into halls that transported them to different eras, immersing them in the sights, sounds, and emotions of the past. The traveler described these museums as portals to history, where one could stand the moments that shaped humanity. The traveler described an extraordinary exhibit that allowed visitors to relive humanity's journey from its primal days to cosmic explorations. He walked others, feeling as if creating an intimate connection. In 2340 took on a whole new dimension with digital enhanced individuals could choose or join for shared adventures. Where held a digital by historical, woven wisely merging forests with deserts and ocean, crafting land beauty. The traveler described a hike where he journeyed from dense woods to dune-covered beaches in mere hours, all single trail. 45 transcended sound, becoming an experience of the soul. Instruments and vocals were felt rather than heard, allowing for deeper emotional connections. The traveler reminisced about a concert where melody coursed through him, evoking tears of joy and sorrow without a single audible note. In 2340, constitutes trends of pure knowledge, and experiences, with learners absorbing lessons as radiant. The traveler recounted studying ancient civilizations. Permeate him in cascades of golden rays, making experience beyond physical goals, merging in to celebrate love in their purest most. Detailed, he and his partner floated amid their spinning in a dance ocean. 45, Earth's sitherings on skies, they celebrated Earth advancements. The traumatizing experience on stunning backdrop of the gas environments in 23 emotionally mood might to play a joy could make sparkle more brightly. Grove that sang feelings, creating a deeply personal moment when a guy Hellas during a time of solitude. The environment's response to his emoted a deeply experience. Advanced technology didn't just reflect one's appeared scenes from alternate realities. A version of him in an era where Rome never fell, realizing glimpses in and lives not lived. Rect had transitioned from physical to purely people in quests, navigating conceptual challenges and philosophical puzzles. The traveler recounted an expedition in thought, battling paradoxes and befriending of the mind. By 2345, humans had not only discovered extraterrestrial life, but had forged profound friendships, rooted in emotions, companion, silent stargate. By 2345, preserve of Earth's past. The traveler described the mesmerizing into each revealed into a living library of human and natural heritage. Self in waters allowed for the experience of historical events firsthand. The traveler a time when he swam amidst the lost city of Atlantis, reliving its final days and witnessing its legendary splendor in all its glory. Housing had transformed into ethereal structures made of shaping themselves at needs and moods. The delight of redesigning his living, transforming it from majestic to serene, making each day a new adventure in comfort and style. Fabric or mere materials. They became timelines, with wearers through touch. Traveler recounted wearing a cloak around Saint Century, feelings defining moments, from triumphs to as if living through those times again. Culinary experiences had become interstellar, with renowned chefs inspired by and extraterrestrial ingredients. The traveler described a meal that tasted like a Martian sunset. Its flavors and creating a dining experience. 23 funnel memories could be shared and experienced. Detailing these museums, collections became immersive, allowing others to feel the shaped someone's life. Museums in 2340 formed into dedicated to powerful emotions, poignant moments, and personal miles. The traveler shared an experience of walking through a gallery of his ancestors' memory, intimate in his legacy, and feeling a deep connection to his heritage. Had taken on cosmic dimensions, with natural phenomena, galaxies converted into mesmerizing musical tracks. The traveler detailed a concert where the spiraling of a distant galaxy was turning melody, making attendee float surrounded by the music. 5 were not just tile. Advanced 3D visuals to have explored and unexplored regions. The traveler spoke of his amazement, the undulating landscape of an uncharted moon, its craters and rising from the map at his fingertips. In a fusion of chemistry and emotion, scientists created elixirs that captured specific human feelings: joy, sorrow, excitement, or nostalgia. The traveler, he tasted the elixir of first love during a childhood summer, reliving moments long past. With art transcended earth boundaries as sculptors used gravitational technology to shape constellations into transient statues. The traveler recounted the Big Dipper steed, its brilliance captivating and turning the canvas of wonder. The architectural marvels of 2345 were alive with resonance. Buildings were constructed to harmonize with the universe's frequency. The traveler described his home as its gentle hum, a constant lullaby with the inhabitants to create a soothing atmosphere. Oceans, once considered Earth's mysterious frontiers of ancient wisdom, through marine life from the deep, a conversation with a wise old stories of sunken cities and marine monarchs from millennia past, a living library. Classrooms were no longer confined to four walls, amidst glowing landscapes where lessons immersions. The traveler lesson experienced within a shimmering reenactment of the first leaking educative journey, formed into gateways to different. One could take a morning jog in ancient Grohl on a distant. The traveler mentioned a Victorian recreation on historical convenience. His favorite parks was a London recreation, complete with a foggy ambiance. The trafficant global dramatic superpowers emerging due to their technological advancements and control over AI governance have evolved into systems that are more reactive to AI suggestion, human input in thinking processes. On a more positive note, the future brings incredible advancements in that plague us now by 2345. However, this comes with dilemmas, including genetic modifications and the despair of these medical. They're dividing the economic landscape in 2348 by techness, the power of AI to criminal by today's standards. This traveler describes a stark elite, and the vast majority in 2345 rely heavens has led to a level skills and critical thinking. Cautions technology with the maintenance human capabilities begin to face loss of cultural diversity, which once experienced the important embracing the future changed and AI-driven optimized learning speech individual. This hyper-focused education of knowledge niches without a broader understanding. Humanity has not only advanced in space, is on other planets, and the travelers begin solar system, but also new conflicts over space resource aims. With AI surpassing human intelligence, the question of beings becomes crucial. The traveler tells of AI entities that have developed their own with human values, interactions between humans and AI. The signs of living in such time are profound. Describes a societal crises as the lines between human and machine, reality and simulation become increasingly blurred. The complex biology, where genetic engines have become genetic enhance human, but it also raises profound ethical questions about inequality for these and hates a genetic divide. Enhancing societal. One of the most revolutionary advances the traveler mentions is the ability to upload human consciousness into terms of immortal existence. Defense over what it means. Despite text, resource management remains a 345. That these continue to be strained by the demands of a growing population and space colonies. They stress the importance of sustainable practices, less harmful to the. In a world dominant in science, the traveler highlights the and creativity. These human expressions have become outlets for critiquing society and envisioning. They serve as reminders to our technological advances of a dual trend, what people closer together than ever before, exacerbated tensions. The supremacy and has sparked new geopolitics, suggesting that peace remains as elusive as ever. Privacy by 23 surveillance technologies able to monitor thoughts and emotions. The traveler warns a surveillance where personal freedoms are safety and they urge safeguard private human right. Living 340 different human experience. Augmented and virtual. The traveler describes how these enriching and integration of these places under leadership can have far-reaching. Leaders are not conglomerate influence the very fabric of reality. Compass are these leaders. Challenges outlined. The traveler speaks of human ability as our greatest strengths. They have witnessed societies overcome immense challenges by adapting their ways of and economy their new realities. The traveler delves deeper into the evolutions, describing AI entity and autonomy, and raises significant ethical questions about realities and they stress the importance of creating ethical frameworks that govern and integration in as continue to change. 5. Placed by role complement, the traveler emphasizes the need for continuous learning and adaptability in the workforce to keep pace with technology. Beyond Earth and colonies, he 45 has started interacting with other intelligent species encountered during space exploration. These interstellar relations have opened new avenues for cultural exchange, but also introduced complex diplomatic and ethical challenges. The traveler discusses how humanity navigates these relationships while maintaining its identity and quantum compute information processing, making the unsolvable problems manageable. This has profound implications for encryption and even solving complex problems. The traveler warns of the power responsibly. In 20, the distinction between Earth with more decentralized living. The traveler describes cities to more sustainable, technologically integrated rural communities. This shows a more balanced lifestyle and reduced cloning technology has advanced to the point where it's not just about creating copies of organisms, but also about potentially bringing extinct species back to life or creating entirely new ones. The traveler discusses the ethical dilemmas this poses, focusing on the implications for biodiversity and the intrinsic value of life. By 2345, humanity has harnessed the power of collective intelligence, connected brains, and unprecedented collaboration. Concerns about it's the collective benefit, and in a highly there's a true spirituality. The traveler speaks of a resurgence in spiritual practices as people seek connections that transcend technology, offering balance and grounding in a rapidly changing world. Entertainment has evolved into fully immersive experiences where virtual and augmented realities allow people to live out those. It's incredible. Traveler caution 3 important. By 2345, the traveler describes how humanity has achieved near complete sustainability in energy production. Advanced wind and fusion technologies provide abundant energy, minimizing the ecological footprint. In combating the environmental challenges of earlier centuries, but the traveler warns of the need to technologies wisely to avoid creating new forms of pollution or ecological imbalance. On a technology and climate control more efficient and less vertically grown meats and the need for arable land and thus helping restore systems. However, the traveler emphasizes the importance of maintaining genetic diversity and the monocultures. With water scarcity a critical issue even in advanced societies, 23's innovative solutions for water conservation and purification. The traveler highlights systems that efficiently recycle and purify water with minimal energy use, ensuring that even the most arid regions can sustain human life. They stress, however, that equitable access to water remains a challenge, urging continued efforts towards fairness in resource distribution. The traveler describes a future where non-human entities, including AI and genetics, play roles in governance. These entities bring a level of data processing and impartiality that can aid decision-making. Continuous debate about their role and rights within society, about transparency and the potential for manipulation. Enhanced reality, ER, systems blur the line and digital worlds more profoundly. In 2345, these systems allow people to interact with their environment in ways that are indistinguishable from real life, enhancing sensory experiences and communication, while offering opportunities for learning and interaction. The traveler warns against over-reliance on these systems, which can lead to detachment from the physical world. Ancient technologies have significantly increased human lifespans, creating a society where multiple centuries of life are common. Discusses the implications of such, including population control, the pace of cultural change, and the psychological effects of extended aging. In a technologically advanced society that integrate AI, biotech, and quant, these art forms challenge traditional concepts and push the boundaries of creativity. The traveler celebrates this evolution, but also highlights the struggle to maintain a human connection within art that increases on human creators. Spans its present. Traveler discusses stewardship not only of Earth, but also of other planets and moons. The principles of responsibility, sustainability for potential extraterrestrial ecosystems are central themes, urging humanity to avoid repeating Earth's historical mistakes on other celestial bodies. Advances in personalized learning technology points out that access to education remains unequal. They advocate for global initiatives to ensure everyone has access to the tools and resources needed to benefit from educational advancements, emphasizing that education is the key to empowering individuals and communities. In 2345, technology is not only about electronic devices and digital interfaces, it also involves the integration with natural processes. The traveler describes buildings and cities that mimic biological systems for energy efficiency and waste reduction. These living structures, which self-regulate and repair, represent a fusion of architecture and nature, demonstrating a paradigm shift towards biomimicry in technology. While these innovations offer great benefits, they also raise questions about the new dependencies created between human-made environments and natural ecosystems. As machines become more intelligent and emotionally aware, human-machine relationships have evolved into complex interactions that are integral to society. The traveler relationships have reshaped work and even governance. They caution against losing the empathy and connection in favor of efficiency and logics, urging a balance that respects both the emotional and rational life of advanced and the blurring of traditional boundaries. Social 345 the traveler examines how concepts of privacy, ownership, and personal relationships have been redefined. Societies have had to adapt to these changes by developing new complex scenarios created by technological advancements. This segment for onlog to navigate these changes. Response systems in 20 are largely influenced by the shift from scarcity to abundance in many technological advances. However, the traveler notes that not all resources are abundant, and scarcity still exists in areas needed for advanced technologies. They discuss the economic implications of such challenges of managing traditional notions of drastically altered. Technology only improved but also enhanced disaster response. The systems that predict and man-made disasters with remarkable accuracy, and while they also require ethical privacy and autonomy, as well as the prioritization of resources in crisis situations. In 23, many societies have embraced digital platforms for democratic citizen process facilitated wide participation. The traveler for enhancing democratic engagement, but also warns of the risks associated with digital manipulation and the concentration of control over these platforms. As societies evolve, maintaining access to historical knowledge has become crucial in avoiding past standing cultural. The traveler talks about the sophisticated digital archives and interactive allow people to explore history in unprecedented detail. They stress being diverse and making them accessible to all to foster a citizenry. With technologies that can alter physical appearance, enhance cognitive life, identity in 2345 has become fluid. These capabilities have liberated some from genetic limitations while challenging the concept of a fixed identity. They highlight the importance of safeguarding personal freedom and ensuring do not become tools. Despite many advancements, conflict human society. The traveler discusses how conflicts have evolved to involve cyber warfare, economic sabotage, and battles for control over AI. They reflect on the ongoing efforts to foster peace and the role of international coalitions in mediating disputes that extend across Earth and into space. In the year 2345, mental health has taken on new dimensions due to the drastic changes in lifestyle and human capabilities. The traveler discusses how advanced neural technologies have enabled profound understanding and treatment of mental health issues. Yet the societal pressures, technologically dependent world, unique challenges, importance of continuing to prioritize mental well-being and adapting therapeutic approaches needs of society. Technology has advanced, so too has the ability to meet basic human needs. However, the traveler highlights that disparity still exists. They discuss the ongoing efforts to ensure that food, water, shelter, and healthcare are available to all of socioeconomic status or geographical location. This segment emphasizes the role of both technology and policy in achieving these goals and the ethical imperative to do so. Education in 23 confined to traditional classrooms explores how learning has a lifelong process facilitated by ubiquitous access to knowledge through augmented reality. They describe how this shift has done questions about the role of the validation of information. Family structures and the concept evolved significantly due to longevity technology of human habitats, colonies. Fuller examines how these changes have relationships and social structures, highlighting the flexible and diverse in 2345. Systems graphic to making processes in industry. While these systems have increased, the traveler raises critical ethical concerns about delegation societal decisions to algorithms. They call for rigorous transparent mechanisms to ensure these systems act in the public's. As artificial intelligence has become an life, the traveler adjustment to coexist with AI. This segment delves into the mutual adaptations between humans and intelligence, exploring that define this relationship. Despite technological advancements, the preservation of Earth's natural environments remains a priority. The traveler praises the efforts to maintain ecosystems, which are vital not just for biodiversity, but for the spiritual and aesthetic needs of humanity. They emphasize the importance of balancing technological expansion with ecological stewardship. With human colonies on other planets, a new economic system that spans multiple worlds has emerged. The travel sources are extraordinary economies and the complexities of managing such an interstellar marketplace systems. The traveler describes in creative expression by digital tools that allow individuals to create and share art at an unprecedented scale. Science TV, where we scale. Science TV, where we take you on an exhilarating journey through the mysteries of science. We are excited to offer you the opportunity to become a valued member of our ever-growing community of cosmic enthusiasts. Access to cosmic member of Blasovia Science, an exclusive event, including scientists, space missions updates, visualization, live Q&A sessions with experts. Your members to participate and sound scientists and space explorers. Get your answered boundaries of human embark the cosmos and join us in unraveling the secrets of the universe. Be a Science TV member today, and together we will reach for. Thanks for watching. Like and share. Don't forget. And welcome back to our channel. Today, I'm excited to share. It might just stretch the boundary. What if I told you someone from the future of the enigmatic tale of a time 2345? Chilly morning, when an unfolded part in awe as a sheared from nowhere. From this portal emerged, yet marked by urgency in their eyes. I resembled ours, the materials shimmered with an unknown texture, hinting at origins beyond. You might envision the future as a utopia, filled with peace and technological marvels. However, our traveler paints a different picture. The year 2345, far from being a perfect world, is fraught with challenges. Despite breathtaking advancements, floating cities, mind-linking devices, and more, there exists ice. These innovations have led to unexpected climate upheavals and cosmic resources and survival. Both incredible. Imagine oceans transforming into endless night sky and conflict with time manipulate. But why did they choose to visit our time with these? According to the era is crucial. We make now could trigger these catastrophic events. Yet, all is not lost. The traveler, hailing from a shadowy future, insisted that this destiny is not inevitable. They urged us to unite globally, invest in sustainable technologies, and place human welfare and profits. By taking, we had to the course we're on. The message was clear. The future is still ours to shape. As mysteriously as they arrived, the traveler slipped back through the shimmering portal, leaving a wake of skeptics, the mere hoax, the message wholehearted lever. The warnings echo challenges we face. The time traveler's message, it was a profound call to unity. They spoke passionately about the vital role of collective human spirit. The undeniable strength found in unity and the transformative power of hope. These themes resonated deeply, urging us to come together as a global community. In discussing theories of time travel, the notion of the butterfly effect was central. The idea that even the smallest change can have profound impacts on the future. By simply arriving in our present, the visitor from 2345 might have already altered their own timeline. Their hope that arming us with knowledge might be the key to our salvation. The arrival of someone claiming to be a time traveler set the scientific world abuzz with debate. Time travel, or was this just an reason? And historians trying to match the travelers with known facts. The story of the time travel in popular culture, in movies from the future, societal reflects seems tale into a serious commentary on our choices and pushing for greater awareness and action towards sustainable futures. Visit their profound resonates across the globe. globe. Inspired by their community-wide, dedicated to upholding the principles introduced by our visitor from 23. This pivotal event has become a beacon of change, drawing together people from diverse backgrounds, all fostering a conscious living. A few of the mysterious visitor was unearthed at the of their arrival. Presumed to belong to the traveler, this it was a window into a soul. It revealed personal stories set against the backdrop of a future world vastly different from our own, one where human connections and the natural world had diminished, yet were deeply missed. The diary's entries revealed a tapestry of raw emotions: hope, despair, love, loss, and redemption. His writings offered a poignant reminder that despite technological leaps, human emotions transcend time. The traveler had experienced love, betrayal, and fought for causes, making their journey through time not merely a mission, but a deeply personal saga. While the diary described a 2345 rich with technological companions, teleportation stations, and digital memories, it also cautioned against the dangers of the traveler warned of technology, highlighting the habitats, human touch, and genuine experiences which had led to significant psychological impacts. In the pages of the discovered diary, the traveler often delved into philosophical musings. They pondered the essence of existence, the purpose of life, and the true meaning of progress. Is progress merely tech or evolution? Through these reflections, the traveler encourages us to engage with these age-old, underscoring their enduring relevance. While the message from caution offered, it highlights health growth, forging a finally brighter, harmonious of historic day of residue, as the and all but patterns per challenges. 5 issues we confront to nature challenges that address future domains and virtual realities. Art cherished the raw emotion captured in live performances and the enchant written poetry. They believed that stone of humanity, a mirror reflecting our deepest desires and fears. The societal landscape of 20th had shifted dramatically, evolving into conglomerates rather than traditional countries. Transformation brought about a form of global, but also new divisions rooted in ideology and resource control. Through their tales, the traveler underscored the urgent need for open dialogue, deeper understanding, and the fostering of a shared human identity. Time traveling came with heavy ethical responsibilities. The act of revealing the future carried the risk of creating self-fulfilling prophecies or altering the course of history in unpredictable ways. Traveler wrestled with these dilemmas, ultimately deciding to intervene in our timeline for what they believed was the great good. The discovery of the diary sparked global movement, while skeptics continued to debate its authenticity. Inspired by the travelers in for a more unified, artistic, and ethically aware future. Time traveler swept across the globe, it sparked not just debate, environments, mental health, and movements flourished. This mysterious visit, whether directly, had catalyzed a global renaissance, stirring people from all walks impactful changes. Amidst the growing fascination, a dedicated launched their own mission. Their aim was clear: to ascertain the authentic time traveler's claims. Employing advanced forensic techniques, the diaries analyzed the linguistics used, cross-referenced with current science the layers of this enigmatic tale. The diary repeatedly emphasized the degradation of Earth's natural environments. The traveler painted a bleak picture of vast, barren wastelands, lifeless oceans once and skies choked with pollution, but prioritized the well, emphasizing that is to our own survival. Actions dominated everyday life with holographic communications and immersive experiences becoming the norm. This shift in how we connect underscored a poignant reality. Despite technological advancements, the essence of human connection was at risk of being lost. In the future world of 2345, as virtual contact became a rarity, sparking a societalness and touch deprivation. The traveler's story: how technology can bridge vast distances, it should never replace the irreplaceable, genuine human connection. Following the traveler's revelation, a wave of small changes began to ripple through these. While it's difficult to pin these shifts so influence, the surge in dialogues of unity and holistic the travelers set off a domino effect. Month vanished, the witnesses of unexplained phenomena, mysterious radio frequencies, fleeting glimpses of what some claimed were time portals and unusual events. Occurrences fueled wide. Were they travelers' journey through time or travelers to come? Grappled with the question of their identity intensified the mystery. The diary offered their personal true identity remained shrouded. Speculation abounded. Traveler, a historian, a or perhaps an artist, using their journey as the ultimate expression of their craft. In an age where digital communication dominated, the traveler from 2345 embraced a method of connection that was notably storytelling. Through parables and metaphors, to touch era, underscoring the timeless power of oral and written narratives to shape and redefine society. The diary also contains utopia, technology, and nature, where on mutual standing. The crucial message to this idyllic, paved with the conscious decisions we make today. An inching diary detailed the music of the time. Melodies, algorithms, harmonies crafted in chambers, and instruments designed natural. This narrative served as a testament to the radically transformed world. Music remained a universal source of secretive, intimate gathering. The traveler orchestrated a poignant farewell. Those who attended described an atmosphere thick with emotion, where hope and inspiration flourished. The traveler's fervent plea to cherish our planet and its inhabitants found impact, immense power and individual in the course of. In a nearly poetic diary entry, the traveler described cosmic events from their time, celestial dances, the emergence of new constellations, and the mysterious universe. These were not merely astronomical phenomena, they hinting at deeper cosmic connections. 5. Human communication on significant transisted, absorbing elements from a global dialect. The travel to use contemporary English was aimed at ensuring fostering understanding across times. In the traveler's daily life, send machines to become entities with personalities, rights, and societal roles. This integration brought to the forefront questions about consciousness and the blurred lines between and creation. The traveler's era was marked by an ethereal blend of spans connect across transform were not only more complex but also profound tales of frantic millennia, loves that defied them, and family ties extending across generations illustrated a landscape where human bonds had evolved yet remained deeply familiar. By 2345, found simple clothing into a vibrant fusion of technology and biology, allowing for multidimensional self-expression. Garments that one's emotions, tattoos that came alive with memories, styles that floated gravity were all part of the norm. The traveler's vivid descriptions, schedule style was not just about aesthetics, but deeply intertwined with one's identity. In the future, gastronomy cultural shifts and progress. With traditional agriculture on the decline, synthetic and lab-grown foods dominate. Yet, ancient recipes were meticulous, resulting old and new, that tantalized the taste buds and honored. The traveler described a cup that perfectly illustrated the evocative techniques. Molecular gastronomy fused with ancient spices, a symbol of culinary progress, showcased how traditional flavors could be elevated through cutting-edge techniques, embodied essence of both past and future. 2345 educational landscape had undergone a radical transformation. Traditional institutions knowledge grids that enabled learning through experiences that spanned time. Virtual reality historical tours, AI skilling, and interplanetary exchange programs were commonplace, marking dynamic education. In the traveler time, with many speed, concerted effort was made to reintroduce and protect biodiversity. Were reimagined as urban jungles, truly integrated natural environments, promoting coexistence with nature. Share point bond with a hybrid part bird, part machine, symbolizing fusion of natural and technological worlds. Live, sports and entertainment had transcended physical boundaries. Multi-dimensional sport where competitors engaged in activities captivated audiences worldwide. Entertainment was equally transformative. Instead of passive viewing, experiences were fully immersive, pulling the audience directly into the action. The traveler shared a captivating experience of living a day as a tree, feeling the earth's pulse and the wind dance. This immersive approach to experiencing narratives firsthand revolutionized storytelling, allowing individuals to embody and live through various perspectives and forms of existence. By 2345, the arts had evolved to levels of expression previously deemed unimaginable. Artists confined their work to traditional, but extended their creativity to the very fabric of reality, to animate their creations. Picture a sculpture that captures the essence of a dream, or a song that morphs to reflect the heartbeat of its listener. The traveler randomly shifted, molded by emotions of humanity had mapping in hosts by the traveler's air. Cities in the subaquatic ground havens had become common. Architecture transition of it was about creating sustainable ecosystems that existed in harmony with their surroundings. In a future dominated by technology, one might wonder how the fundamental human emotion of love had evolved. According to the traveler, celebrated in mere unbounded by time or physical constraints. Relationships extended across times and with the even beyond traditional concepts of reality. 5. The lines between spirituality had blurred. Consciousness had become intertwined with scientific exploration, reflecting a society deeply engaged spiritual along pushing the boundaries of what it means in the spiritual new dimensions. Centers existed not on Earth, but in digital spaces spanning the cosmos. The travel tales transcendent experiences like convergence of multiple seekers from across the universe gathered to connect and reflect. From the traveler left a profound impact on our present. Their brief presence sparked vital discussions about sustainability, ethics, and the essence of humanity. Though they disappeared, leaving behind only memories and diary. Legend, a beacon of hope. Conscious future. 2345. These festivities had extended beyond Earth. It's like planetary alignments and auroras were celebrated with grandeur. The traveler counted a mesmerizing danced on air platforms floats, creating a breathtaking future wonder. Imagine experiences in mere thrill to the serene or this remarkable case, allowing complex and unprecedented technological. There was a flourishing resurgence of lost arts. Ancient forgotten dance forms were travelers shared a poignant memory of witnessing a holographic reenactment of Shakespeare's lost play, brought back to life through the wonders of AI and deep learning technology. Advancement came new ethical challenges. From the rights of AI entities, of the society of 28 dilemmas that we are only beginning to contemplate. The traveler recounted a heated debate they witnessed for the ethics of memory manipulation. Should individuals have the right to erase painful music? 3, 45 transcended traditional human-made sounds, incorporating compositions that included the resonances of distant galaxies, black holes, and celestial bodies. The traveler described the audience was transported on a sonic journey through the universe. With each note found mysteries of the cosmos. Despite its staggering advance, the future was rife with enigmas that even the most sophisticated technologies couldn't unravel. The traveler wrote of mysterious corners of the universe. Time flowed differently. They left behind a cryptic note, a mystical place where stars sang and time stood still, suggesting there were still adventures that even they had to embark upon. In the year 2345, relationships ended human-centric bonds. Connections were forged, not only with interstellar beings, but also and ethereal entities in dimensions. The traveler found profound a sentient relationship built on deep understanding and mutual restraining the expanded boundaries of companionship. In this future, mastered the power of collective thought to mold reality. Thought orchestration, where millions focus their intent to bring heal environmental to conjuring up awe celestial event, recounted the creation of thought in spectacular temporal tales and experiences, highlighted the daring adventures of time, forever altering our understanding of our place within it. The traveler shared tales of other time explorers, chrononauts who left indelible marks various epochs. These scholars and artists who subtly shaped history, weaving the intricate and harmonious tapestry of time with their actions and insights. In a testament to nature's relentless spirit of evolution, many species had been removed, and entirely new ones had emerged. The travel luminescent forests, fauna that floated, and cosmic creatures thriving stars themselves. One point, a feature born from a hardening star, symbol of birth and the endless cycle of parting, the traveler, a blend of hope, the beauty of the and remember that every house resonates through time. Magnificent future, as they portrayed it, was ultimately the result of the choices we make today. Despite the flourish of technology and interstellar communities, the innate need for genuine the traveler fondly recalled heart gatherings, special events where technology was side. These gatherings underscored the face-to-face where people share even at the through stories, emotions, experiences remained unchanged through this unaltered us that no matter how far technology advances, the fundamental human persists. In the future, food transcended sustenance. Time and space, taste of Earth's ancient past, featuring a recreated dish from bygone civilizations, and concluded with the dessert infused with flavors from an undiscovered galaxy. This culinary journey blended flavors from planets, dimensions, eras into feast. Both a celebration of diversity to culinary innovation. In 2345, libraries were not merely collections of books, but to infinite realms of knowledge. One could literally of history art. The traveler shared an immersive experience where they learned about ancient Earth by its landscape, filling the breath of bygone days, interact first-hand. Writers and origins remain deeply ingrained in the society of 20 ancestral festival celebrated the roots of all beings. Human and AI, the traveler described a point ceremony where diverse entities shared their lineage stories, universal reverence for heritage that species and origin. The traveler not only shared tales of one so emphasis from their time. Sustain evolved from a mere trend away where empathy, not just a fellow, to entire ecosystem, even inanimate, and they impart harmonize all places. In the future, incorporates self, capable of capturing and painting with creating masterpieces that pulsed with the essence of an art exhibit where on and twin into a symphony. The evolved capable temporal extended planetary boundaries, immersing children in the cosmos, interdimensional theories, and even the basics of the school excursion that was from ordinary students didn't just observe historical events, but visited there to engage with history on a profound personal level. By 2345, buildings and spaces had become sentient, capable of responding to the needs and emotions of their inhabitants. Were not merely structures, but intelligent entities that enhanced daily life, illustrating the seamless integration of technology and living space. In the future were not just, they were sentient entities that responded dynamically to human emotions. Homes adapt habits, space and monuments preserved the memories of a poignant visit to a memorial that mourned visitors, its that had touched its stone. Time travel was a self exploration emerged as each with unique physics and offered profound nature of the traveler described an dimension-fested, a realm ruled by pure imagination. As lifespan existence was understood on a love and revolved in profound bonds transcended souls found each other. Elements were etched into the very fabric of time itself. The traveler shared a deeply personal story of a love that spanned millennia, a testament to the human spirit. In 2345, virtual reality, not mere simulations, complete universe. Each by its own laws, logic, and lifelines. Traveler recounted an experience spending what felt like an entire lifetime within one of these realities, exploring its endless possibilities and experiencing its unique adventures. In 2345, stepping into a virtual realm could mean living a lifetime of experiences in just minutes of real-world time. The traveler recounted an instance where they lived decades in a virtual world, only to return and discover that mere real world. Virtual and real-time, profound technology. Ancient civilization vanished powerfully into the future. Technologies allowed the curious souls of 20th to experience the wisdom, art, and daily life on cultures firsthand. The traveler experience, concert featuring hymns, carried the weight of millennia. The very concept of being human had exactly. Digital integrations and transfer form had been experienced between forms, from existing pure to inhabiting a bio. By 23, the natural observed and appreciated from the pulsars to the gentle comet, most unlike the floating in space, enveloped by the natural orchestra of the universe, in a profound communion with the cosmos. Perhaps one of the most heartwarming tales was of the unity found in future society. Differences in origin, species, and existence were transcended, fostering a society where diversity was not merely accepted, but celebrated. This unity was a testament to the evolved human spirit, striving for harmony in a vast, diverse universe. In the world 2345, differences in race, gender, species, and even dimensionality were not merely tolerated but celebrated. Travelers spoke with enthusiasm about the universal unity festivals, vibrant gatherings, beings from all corners shared their stories, creating bonds that transcended the limits of time and space. By the traveler's era, artificial intelligence had evolved beyond simple tools to become wise, sentient entities. These AIs, having absorbed centuries of human experience and data, now served as advisors, historians, and philosophers. The traveler recounted engaging in debates with these AIs, where computational logic was seamlessly woven with profound philosophical insights. Humanity's agricultural endeavors had expanded far beyond Earth, with entire moons, terraformable gardens. Traveler experience of tasting fruits imbued with the essence of entire galaxies and vegetables that shimmered with cosmic luminescence, showcasing the grand scale of interstellar culture. In 2045, the concepts of life and death were fundamentally transformed. Thanks to technology and transfers individual lifetimes, retaining memories from one existence to the next. The traveler shared a poignant memory of revisiting past lives, weaving a tapestry of experiences that highlighted the continuity and evolution of the soul. The traveler recounted who possessed several centuries with memories from past lives. This child, a bridge between the past and present, embodied the incredible advancements in memory retention and reincarnation technologies. In the future, art was not merely an individual endeavor, but a on an unprecedented scale. Entire cities, planets would unite to create collaborative masterpieces. The traveler described a memorable event where the population of an entire planet so vast it was visible captures in a mental artwork. Their future, the people of 2345 roots museums stood as testaments to past challenges, victories, and the traveler visited a monument dedicated to Earth's 21, marking it as a pivotal era in human evolution, continued to inspire and instruct future generations. By 2035, the concept identities had dissolved. People fluidly altered their appearances, skill sets, and even personalities to adapt to or life phase, spending a decade exploring new lesson of individual thinking and mind, allowing for collective decision-making. This integration transformed how people emotionating a deep society. Individuals could choose to join net ID instantaneously. The travel memories of the deep connections and empathic bonds formed within these networks, traditional barriers of language and physical expression. By 2345, Earth's oceans had transformed into bioluminescent wonders. Genetically modified marine life shimmered in hues, turning the seas into living, breathing works of art. The traveler recounted the mesmerizing experience of diving into these glowing waters, swimming amidst the vibrant fauna, and feeling the pulse of this illuminated underwater world. In this era, objects from past eras were revered, merging nostalgia with cutting-edge technology. Antiques were restored using time manipulation techniques, allowing them to exist simultaneously as ancient and brand new. The traveler described visiting a museum where visitors could not only touch, but also use these relics, experiencing their original function and historical significance firsthand. Deep in the cosmos, sanctuaries provided a retreat from the bustling progress of society. These serene havens, floating in the vastness of space, offered a place for individuals to reflect, rejuvenate, and find peace away from the technological marvels of the time. The traveler spoke with affection about their personal sanctuary, a tiny asteroid garden floating in the cosmos. This secluded spot offered solitude and tranquility, a place where they could reflect and rejuvenate against the silent backdrop of the universe. In the future, advanced technology enabled individuals to transform their emotions into tangible forms. This led to the creation of sculptures radiating joy, paintings wrought from sorrow, and music that echoed the deepest desires of the soul. The traveler recalled visiting a city square where these emotional artifacts were displayed, fostering a shared communal experience that allowed people to connect deeply through the universal language of feelings. Education in 2345 knew no bounds, neither planetary. The Universal University, a vast interconnected network, allowed beings from all corners of existence to learn, share, and collaborate effortlessly. The traveler described courses that lasted mere seconds, but imparted knowledge equivalent to what once took years to accumulate, revolutionizing the concept of learning. Festivals of the physical experience operating multi-dimensions. These ethereal festivals were celebrations that blended art and spirituality, creating experiences formative. The festivals so attendees didn't just see or hear the performances, they felt, intuited, and even with the essence of the event. The experience allowed participants to become one with the festival, blurring the lines between observer and participant. In 2345, architectural marvels were no longer static. They were dynamic entities that grew, adapted, and communicated. Employing a blend of organic material technology, these shape, purpose, and even location that called a house that adjusted its rooms and views, creating a living environment that was true. 345 transcended traditional sound to become a holistic sensory experience. Compositions resonated with the cosmic rhythm, drawing listeners into a harmonious dance with the universe. The traveler recounted a concert where attendees literally floated, their heartbeats synchronizing with the grand orchestral movements, elevating the musical experience to a celestial event. By 2345, technology had advanced to enable the manifestation of one's dreams into temporary realities. This innovation allowed individuals to interact with, analyze, and even share their dreams with others. The traveler shared a poignant moment when they and a loved one entered a shared dream, navigating its wonders together, exploring a vivid landscape crafted from their combined subconscious. Communication point beyond our current understanding. Utilizing quantum entanglement, messages were transmitted instantaneously the distance. The traveler shared galaxies as though they were completely eliminating the barriers of By 2345, playground manipulative powers of gravity, creating spaces adults could play with the very fabric of gravitational force. The traveler fondly recalled a game where participants danced mid-air, their laughter ringing out as they playfully defied the gravitational laws that once bound humanity. Had transcended to be stories floating in space, not just Earth but civil galaxies. Humanity had extended its green thumb beyond Earth. Moon described a visit to a garden on Titan, Saturn's moon, where methane-breathing plants emitted a soft glow, casting serene blue hues against the alien skies, harmonious and extra. Innovative markets emerged. One could literally walk an entirely different perspective. The traveler shared a poignant memory of reliving a stranger's childhood day on a long lost Earth beach, feeling the sand and surf as vividly as if the landscapes of Earth were no longer. They were dynamic canvases shaped by advanced terraforming technologies. The traveler recounted how they watched a desert morph into a lush forest and then transform into within hours, all tailored for special events, showcasing the fluid. Though time travel was restricted, it had become a unique form of tourism, special zones, but not vital moments in history. The traveler shared the awe-inspiring experience, construction of, like the pyramid, echoes of epics, dominion. Music had evolved to sounds and melodious beavers, create otherworldly, resonated deeply with the human spirit. Attending a concert was blended with bridged worlds and stirred the soul. Future universal language, with Earth's orchestras playing alongside intergalactic musicians. Together, they created symphony and melodies into harmonious masterpieces that celebrated the diversity. By 23, anthropologists had become artists, weaving weather patterns with precision for special occasions or communal desires. Rain could be sculpted into intricate designs and graphed. The traveler chuckled when gentle drizzles played tag with turning a simple range game. Communication platforms had advanced to the point where they operated within literal clouds to specific networked gatherings as luminescent symbols amidst the mists. A reflect chat they had while drift-lit shared conversation. The elements were no longer just observed, but deeply felt. Innovations allowed individuals to envelop natural sensations. The traveler narrated a therapeutic experience where they were courting an embrace of Earth, feeling the grounding energies of our planet to nature. The culinary experiences of 2345 extended far beyond mere flavors. Restaurant dining, where meals transcended time and space. The traveler described a dinner where each course transported them to different worlds, allowing them to savor the essence of various planets and epochs, making every bite an interstellar journey. Imagine dining where each course transported, allowing you to savor local delicacies while immersing yourself in the ambiance of alien worlds. The traveler described a dinner that turned into an interstellar adventure, with flavors and experiences from across the galaxy. In 2345, spaces were designed to resonate with individual emotions, adapting to rate. If you felt contemplative, your surroundings might transform into a tranquil Zen garden. The traveler reminisced about finding solace in such a realm, where the environment molded itself to meet his need for peace and tranquility. Playgrounds harness the power of gravity manipulation, creating zones where both children and adults could play with the forces of nature. The traveler recalled an exhilarating game where participants floated and danced in midair, laughing as they defied the ground once knew. In the future, air quality was about more than health. It was an experience. Atmospheric engineers crafted air compositions that, when inhaled, could evoke specific emotions. The traveler spoke of a city where each district had its unity, narrating its history and aspirations through the very air it breathed. Festivals were no longer confined to Earth. People traveled to specific cosmic coordinates to parties held in the vacuum yielded by energy domes between Mars and 10D floating shimmering lights. Art in 2345 methods by hand, the very creators' feelings, memory to their works, showcased a piece of art to experience the art and sorrow moment in their life, emotional connection. By 2345, humanity across various and extraterrestrial travel to a garden on Titan, where methane-breathing plants emitted casting serene blue alien skies, mesmerizing and tranquil environment. Fascinating markets emerged where rarely trade or share memory, experience another's most cherished walking in their time. They recounted the surreal of reliving a day on a long-lost Earth beach, feeling the sand and surf as vividly as if it were their own. Imagine experiencing a person's most cherished memories. The traveler reminisced about reliving a stranger's childhood day on a long-lost Earth beach, feeling the sand and surf as if it were his own. This extraordinary opportunity shoes connections. In 2345, Earth were dynamic and ever-changing, thanks to advanced terraforming technologies. The traveler spoke of witnessing a desert transform into a lush forest and just hours later into a sprawling lake, all for special events or communal desires. These temporary earthscapes catered to the needs and whims of society. Time travel, though restricted, had become a fascinating form of tourism. Designated zones allowed people to witness, but not alter, past events. The awe of watching the construction of ancient wonders and experiencing dominion in an unprecedented way had evolved to incorporate sounds and beings. The other world resonated deep spirit. Described a breath where Earth's intergalactic creating symphony and wonder. In the future, climatologists were akin to artists for special communal wishes. Light drizzles with turning the weather into playful and joyous. In 2345, climatologists worked like weather patterns with occasions or communal wishes. Rain could be sculpted into intricate patterns, and snowflakes choreographed to dance. The traveler chuckled as they drizzles played tag with delighted weather into a whimsical playground. Communication platforms had advanced to the point where they operated within actual people-specific altitudes to join networked gatherings, forming as luminescent symbols amidst the mists. The traveler reflected on a poignant sky chat they had while drifting through a sunset-lit cumulus cloud. Conversations felt ethereal and deeply connected. In this future, the elements were not merely observed, but deeply felt. Innovations allowed individuals to envelop themselves in specific natural senses. The traveler narrated a therapeutic experience where they were cocooned in the comforting embrace of Earth, energy which brought profound relaxation. The culinary experiences of 2345 extended far beyond mere flavors. Restaurants offered multi-dimensional dining where transcended time and space. Described a dinner where each course transported a planet, a local feeling the worlds, making every unforgettable journey. Traveler described transplanet. He sees himself in the alien worlds, made a journey through the cosmos. Spaces were designed individual among to reflect one's inner state. You felt content. Surroundings might transform into a tranquil Zen garden. Reminisced about seeking solace in such a realm, environment molding itself to his need for peace and serenity. With artists sculpting moving tales in the night sky, using stars as their medium. Traveler recalled a night when a stellar phoenix took flight. Its fiery tale of rebirth, lighting up the cosmos and leaving spectators. Artifacts from the past could be experienced in their prime using temporal viewing technology. Museums showcased moments in time, allowing visitors to witness the creation of masterpieces or historical events as they unfolded. The traveler spoke of seeing Da Vinci at work, a moment frozen yet alive, offering a breathtaking glimpse into history. Museums in 2345 were not just about displaying artifacts, offered entire experiences. Visitors could step into halls that transported them to different eras, immersing them in the sights, sounds, and emotions of the past. The traveler described these museums as portals to history, where one could truly live and understand the moments that shaped humanity. The traveler described an extraordinary visitors to relive humanity's journey from its primal days to cosmic explorations. He walked alongside our ancestors, feeling as if they were his own, creating an intimate connection. In 2345, on a whole new realm, individuals could choose dream scenarios or for shared adventure. The memorable night where he and a group scaled a digital Everest, guided timers of yore. Biomes being interwoven wonders, merging forests with deserts and oceans with mountains. Crafting landscapes of surreal beauty. The traveler described a hike where he journeyed from dense woods to dune-covered beaches in mere hours, all while remaining on a single trail. Music in 2345 transcended sound, becoming an experience of the soul. Instruments and vocals were felt rather than heard, allowing for deeper emotional connection. The traveler reminisced about a concert where melodies coursed through him, evoking tears of joy and sorrow without a single audible note. 345 cases of pure energy. Knowledge was imparted through luminescent experiences, with learners absorbent beams, studying ancient civilizations, feeling the information cascades of golden rays, making experience evolved beyond physical forms, with souls merging in celebrate love and friendship in their pure energetic forms. The traveler detailed an anniversary where he and his partner floated amidst galaxies, their spirits intertwining in a dance. 45. The annual celestial bodied under alien skies, they celebrated Earth's rich heritage and advancements. The traveler shared a mesmerizing experience of a festival on a moon of Neptune, where the dance of Earth's cultures was set against the stunning backdrop of the gas giants' environments in 23 oceans. A melancholy mood might coax the surrounding to make a nearby stream sparkle more brightly. The traveler spoke of a grove that sang in harmony with his feelings, creating a deeply personal and the traveler recounted a moment when a grove sang a lullaby, find solace during a time. The environment's response to his emotions created a deeply personal and comforting experience. Advanced technology one's appearance, but showed scenes from alternate realities. The traveler once saw a version of himself as a scholar in an era where Rome never fell, offering tantalizing glimpses and lives not lived. Recreational activities had transitioned from physical to purely abstract experiences. People embarked on virtual quests, navigating and philosophical puzzles. The traveler recounted an expedition into a realm of pure thought, battling paradoxes and befriending ideas in the journey of the mind. By 2345, humans had not only discovered extraterrestrial life, but had formed ships, ended words, rooted in shared experience. The traveler nostalgic alien companion, a Andromeda galaxy, with whom he stargazing sessions. By 20, the oceans had become interactives of past. The traveler described the experience of diving into these waters and current revealed stories and histories into a living library of human and natural heritage, immersing oneself for the experience of historical events firsthand. The traveler in the lost city of Atlantis, reliving its final days and its legendary splendor in all its glory. Transformed creatures made of light, reshaping themselves at needs and moods. The traveler recalled the sheer delight of space daily, forming analysis to serene, making each day a new and fabrics were no longer mere materials. They became timelines, experiencing touch. The traveler recounted wearing a cloak representing the 21st century, feeling defining moments, from triumphs to tribulations, as if living through those times again. Culinary experiences had become interstellar, with renowned chefs curating dishes in inspired shapes and extraterrestrial ingredients. The traveler described a meal that tasted like a Martian sunset in its unique twilight, creating a truly experience. By 23, personal memories could be shared and experienced by others. The traveler detailed visiting these museums will immersive exhibit others to walk the emotions and moments of someone's life. Museums in 2345 had transformed into immersive, dedicated, poignant moments and personal milestones. The traveler shared an experience of walking through a gallery of his ancestors' memories, gaining intimate insights into his lineage's legacy and feeling a deep connection to his heritage. Soundscapes had taken on with natural phenomena from faraway galaxies converted into mesmerizing. The traveler detailed a concert where the spiraling of a distant galaxy was dancing melody, making if they were floating through space of the universe. Maps in 2345 were not just vile. Advanced 3D printing allowed individuals to feel the topographies of explored and unexplored regions. The traveler spoke of his amazement when he could see landscapes of an uncharted moon, its craters, and from the map. In a fusion of chemistry and emotion, scientists created elixirs that captured specific human feelings. Joy, sorrow, excitement, or nostalgia. The traveler reminisced about the elixir of first love during a childhood summer, reliving moments long past with vivid clarity. Art transfers as sculptors used gravitational technology to shape constellations into transient statues. Mounted a midnight show, the Big Dipper transformed into a galloping steed, its brilliance captivating every onlooker and turning the night sky into a canvas of wonder. Marvels of 2345 were alive with resonance. Buildings were constructed to harmonize with the universe's frequencies. The traveler described his home, its gentle hum, a constant lullaby, beats to create a soothing atmosphere. Considered Earth's mysterious frontier. Wisdom through marine life could communicate tales. The traveler spoke of a conversation with a wise old whale who shared stories of marine monarchs from learning the library. Classroom to four walls, amidst glowing landscapes as radiant history lesson experience. experienced within a shimmering reenactment of the first lunar landing, making education and public gateways to different eras and worlds. One in ancient Greece and an evening stroll on a distant exoplanet. His favorite park, a Victorian recreation, where he often wandered, blending historic futuristic convenience. One of the travels was a Victorian-era London, complete with a foggy ambiance and horse-drawn carriages, warns of significant political upheaval. By 2345, power dynamically is emerging due to their technological advancements and control over traditional forms evolved into systems that are more reactive to AI suggestions, reducing human input in processes. The future advancements in medicine. Diseases that plague us now are easily curable by 2345. However, this comes dilemmas, modifications, and the disparity in access to these medical miracles, further dividing the wealthy and the economic landscape dominated by tech giants, great wealth unimaginable by today's standards. This wealth is not evenly distributed. The traveler describes a stark divide between the ultra who struggle to meet people in 23 for this dependence, basic survival skills, and critical visitor cautions that lodge with the human capabilities merge global tech culture. Unique trends begin to fade. Cultural diverse enriched the size serving cultures have they are high and AI trying to optimize learning for each. However, the traveler hyper-focused education breadth and finalized niches understanding of the world on Earth but also in space is on other planets, and the traveler speak big solar system. This expansion new opportunities, but also conflicts over territorial claims. With AI surpassing human intelligence, the quest-official beings, the traveler tells us that have developed their own set of ethics, conflict with human value to complex humans and AI. The psychological effects of living in such a technologically advanced time are profound. The existential lines between human and machine, reality and simulation become increasingly blurred. The traveler discusses where enhancements have promises diseases and enhanced, but it also raises profound ethical questions about identity and the disparity who can afford these enhancements. Enhantification. One of the most revolutionary advances the traveler mentions is the ability to upload human consciousness into digital and a new way of experience. However, it blurs the line between life and artificial existing to debates over what it means to be truly alive. Despite technology, resource management remains a critical issue. The traveler warns that the Earth's resources strained the demands of a growing population and space colonies. The importance of sustainable practices and the development of new materials that are less harmful. In a world dominated by technology and science, the enduring importance of art and human expressions have become outlets for critiquing societal alternatives. They serve as human spirit to us. Despite technology speaks of a duel toward global conflict, it has brought people ever before exacerbated competition for technological control over new geopolitical conflicts, suggesting that peace remains as elusive as with surveillance technology is able to monitor thoughts and emotions. The traveler warns of the dangers of such where personal feist for safety and control. They patience to see as a fundamental 40 experience. Life into virtual realities, and the traveler describes how these technologies can be disorienting. They encourage a thoughtful integration to enhance real-world experience. The traveler underscores the ship in a world where are reaching implications. Leaders are figures, but also heads of tech facting and a strong leaders. Despite the traveler speaks of human resilience and adaptability as our greatest strengths. They have witnessed societies overcome immense challenges by adapting their ways of life, governance, and economies to better fit their new realities. The traveler delves deeper into the evolution of artificial intelligence, describing AI entities that have developed complex personalities and autonomy. This is abilities consciousness. They stress the importance of creating ethical frameworks that govern AI behavior and integrity. As AI continues, nature of work has changed. 5 jobs replaced by complement AI. The traveler emphasizes the need for continuous learning and adaptability in the workforce to keep pace with technological change. Beyond Earth and its colonies, 345 has started interacting with other intelligent species encountered during space exploration. These interstellar new avenues for cultural exchange, but also introduced complex diplomatic, and the traveler discusses how humanity navigates these relations, maintaining its identity, and quantum computing has processing, making previously unsolvable. This has encryption, logistics, and solving complex biological problems. Disruptive potential of is not handled responsibly. In 2045, the distinction between with technology enabling more decentralized living, how people are moving away from overcrowded cities to more sustainable, technologically integrated rural communities. This shift has led to a more balanced lifestyle and reduced environmental impact. Cloning technology has advanced to the point where it's not just about creating copies of organisms, but also about potentially bringing extinct species back to life or creating entirely new ones. The traveler discussed the ethical dilemmas this poses, focusing on the implications for the intrinsic value of life. By 2345, humanity of collective networks of connected brains, unprecedented collaboration, concerns about individuality and freedom of thought needed between and in a highly technological society. There's a counter-movement meaning through spirituality. The travel in spiritual practices as people seek connection that transcend technology, offering balance and grounding in a rapidly changing world. Entertainment has evolved into fully